everyone, this is Wishes of a Wanderer Tarot, and I'm here to do a full moon in Scorpio reading. It's a general love reading for anyone and everyone that needs to hear these messages. So let's get into it. This full moon was intense, and like any other full moon, it has led to some closures which have in turn led to some beginnings, right? But this was a super moon, it was a pink moon, and these kinds of moons, when they fall in a strong sign like Scorpio, so Scorpios are the pure Scorpio is usually known for its brutal honesty and cut and dry way of talking. So if people have been harsh with you or you've been harsh with somebody, you need to let that go, take the lesson and let that feeling go, because sometimes people say things in a harsh manner but they don't mean it to be harsh. They want you to just take the lesson, and sometimes it's a higher self. But that was just extra information. Let's get into your reading. It's not a time specific reading, so whenever you do watch it, that is when it needs to be heard. In case you hear weird noises like growling or deep breaths, that is my dog. She's sitting right next to the camera, because whenever I do a tarot reading, she likes to be around the space. She likes the incense probably. Okay, so you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Ace of Swords. What I see here is people are coming into their power. You are coming into your power. These are your energies. You are bringing magic into your life. You know, with all this pandemic situation and people losing their loved ones, losing their own lives, it's been a gloomy time for everyone, stressful, gloomy. But I feel individually times are changing for people, and whoever is tuned into this energy right now, for them time is changing majorly. You've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. You are manifesting, and just see the Four of Wands as well, and I placed it right here. You are manifesting a soulmate relationship, guys. You're manifesting the man or the woman of your dreams, somebody who you were meant to be with, and this union is going to bring in a lot of stability into your life. You've got the King of Swords, and you've got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so I feel one of you is feeling a little apprehensive because of whatever has happened in the past or whatever is happening right now. Probably some of you went through a recent breakup or something, somebody let you down, and so these could be your energies or your person's energies, these two cards. But one of you is more practical. They know that this union is something that's going to bring in a lot of blessings, and you want to go ahead with it. Wow, Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. You guys are constantly working on your growth, prosperity, financial stability, and at the back of your head, some of you feel regret about what happened in the past. Probably as I mentioned, somebody let you down, somebody broke your heart, or you broke someone's heart unintentionally, intentionally, or however things panned out for you. But that there's a lingering sense of sadness that doesn't quite leave you. You've got the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and wow, you've got the Strength card? No, Nine of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. A lot of passionate new beginnings coming your way. Some of you could be turning your hobbies or your um, interests into things that can give you money, you know, help make more money, like a side hustle or something. Because I see a lot of wish fulfillment coming your way when it comes to money, guys. And for your partner as well, if they're working on their emotional stability, well, it's working. Um, they will be successful, and this union is going to be a great one. You've got the Six of Swords here. Okay, people have to move on from one place in order to go to another place, right? If we don't move from here, how are we going to reach there? And that is what is happening right now. And if it's not happening right now, it's going to be happening in the near future. People are going to be leaving what doesn't serve them. With this full moon, people are shedding a lot of past baggage, and they're moving on. People are moving on because they know whatever is gone was never meant to be. Whatever dragged them down is something that it never served them, and now is the time to move ahead and do good things and live for yourself and for those who truly matter to you, and do things that truly matter to you. More messages for my wonderful viewers who are right now tuning in to my reading. You've got the King of Swords again. Practicality is something that is a major concern over here, a major aspect of your life. You're seeing things from a really practical point of view. You are trying to manifest things solely based on your needs and requirements. And on the other hand, actually, your partner is a little closed off. Now, when I say partner, it could be somebody who you see a potential with as well, and probably you're not dating yet or not married, but you have an eye out for them and they know of your existence. Yes, a lot of communication is coming your way. Your partner or this person in your life who you feel is your soulmate wants to offer you something, but they're just waiting for the right moment. They're working on themselves. They want to be perfect for you, and they want you to be a little patient with them. And I think you are, because you're also simultaneously working on your manifestations. You know, whenever I charge my cards under the full moon, they become so wonderful. I mean, I know I'm just drifting from the topic, but oh my god. So this is one of my favorite tarot decks. It's by Colette Baron, and wow. You've got the Page of Water, you've got the Knight of Cups, communication regarding love coming in, lot of attention being sought when it comes to what to focus on. Right now, both of you and your partner, are wanting to stabilize your life when it comes to money and finances and property and love, family. You guys are balancing everything out. It could get a little overwhelming at times, but it's nothing that brings you down, and it's nothing that you can't handle. You've done well so far, and you continue to do well in your life. And if something's brought you down, it's just a matter of time. You're going to get back up again. Let's see some extra messages. Extra messages from my wonderful viewers. You're ready. Wow. Communicate clearly. As I mentioned, a lot of communication coming your way. So if it's you wanting to communicate with your partner, make sure you weigh your words and think it through. Whatever you're going to be running past through them, just probably write it down and see how it sounds, how it's coming across. And I would want to advise you, if it's possible, please meet face to face and talk if you can. I know COVID is on, but if it's possible, even a Zoom call or a FaceTime would do, because matters of the heart, they're very tricky, and you can't rely on written medium, to help you get your message across to the person who truly means the world to you, because the person can't hear your tone, obviously. And if I say you're ready and I just leave it at that, the other person can take it in any manner they want, and it also depends on what they're thinking, right? How they're feeling that at that moment. So if you're scared, if the other person is scared and you just write you're ready, they might just feel you're being bossy, like you're ready and what are you doing, like, and you're not saying anything after that. So what do you mean? The other person might just get confused, and instead of taking your message in a positive manner, they might just take it in a very negative manner. And um, that's why I advise, as much as it's possible for you, please, please, please use verbal or visual communication. Don't rely on written communication. Nothing is yet set in stone. Hold your vision, balance spirituality and practicality. It's a time for healing. Don't forget you're good enough, and you and your loved ones are safe. A new romantic cycle begins. That is the crux of your reading. It's never too late to start all over again. Signs that are most prominent over here are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus also. Now, this is one of my favorite decks. It's called The Universe Has Your Back, and it's got some wonderful messages written on it. I want to pick one out for you guys. Okay, wow. I honor how I want to feel. It's a self-explanatory card. I mean, it's not rocket science. So, whenever you feel a certain way, don't snub it down. Don't tell yourself that you're overthinking, or this is not how a man is supposed to think, or this is not how a strong woman is supposed to think. These are feelings. Feelings come and go. Acknowledge them, respect your feelings, and try not to snub them down, because whenever you snub a feeling down and try to negate the emotion, it starts turning into a ball, and one day when your body can't hold it, this ball bursts, and that time you'll be really overwhelmed and things might just go out of control. Things hit the ceiling and shit happens. I'm sorry I had to use that word, because when you have a lot of pent up emotion, it comes out in ways that we are not prepared for, basically. That was all about the reading, the full moon reading. It is a love reading, and I hope it made sense to you guys. Thank you for stopping by, and I'm so grateful for all the new subscribers and anyone who's tuned into my reading and hasn't subscribed. I hope this reading made sense to you, it resonated with you, and gave you enough reasons to subscribe to The Wishes of a Wanderer Tarot. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye. Take care.